This episode of Twin Speaks contains spoilers.
Hello and welcome to Twin Speaks for Uncut Gems. I'm your co-host Pat. You can find me on Twitter at @kidcombo_. And I'm of course joined by my twin brother and co-host. You can find him on social media at Anamonium. It's Andrew.
It's Andrew.
And joined once again, friend of the show, it's Matt.
It's also
Hey.
Andrew. Oh, sorry.
Thanks, man.
In the comfort of his own home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I was
woo!
like, wait, do you live here?
He's wearing
Yeah.
shorts.
He's wearing shorts.
Yeah, these are my comfy shorts.
He's high.
Yeah.
This is my I'm here to relax kind of shorts.
Yeah. He forgot we were recording.
Oh, we're recording now?
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean,
the
my
mic is
penis
kinda-
next to me.
Yeah. The mic is kind of far away from him.
Nah.
Oh, I thought you were actually. I thought that was. You were like. I thought that was a break. Like you were like, well, actually, bring it closer.
Yeah.
Great job, everybody.
Okay, well, do you want to just talk about news then?
Should we mention Murph's here too?
Oh, yeah, Murphy's here. Murphy.
Don't talk to her.
She started wagging.
Getting
I
too
thought you
excited.
Oh, she's coming over.
No,
I thought you would have trained her enough that, like, if someone just goes, hey, Ruff, just says
Oh,
something.
sorry,
you know,
buddy.
oh, hey.
Tell her to speak.
Yeah, you
Can I get
yeah.
her to speak?
Speak. Murphy, speak. No, she's
Can't
just
do
wagging her
this.
tail.
Murphy, come here. Come here.
Yeah. Andrew's got to redeem himself on how proud he is of his dog.
Yeah.
Can you speak?
Oh,
Oh, you got to do the hand
Speak.
motion. That's what you miss.
there
good
we
girl.
go. Good
Yeah.
girl.
All right, she's here. Present.
She checked in.
Yeah.
Murphy, did you see Uncut Gems? You probably saw the last half.
No,
of it.
no.
Yeah, she did. She's on the last 54
No,
minutes.
we watched it together.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
She's seen it more times than all of us.
Yeah.
She has seen it more times than always. You have a valid opinion, but you're not allowed to voice it.
It's
dogs.
It's a dictatorship.
Yeah.
It's a dictatorship still in this house.
It still is, yeah. As far as you're concerned, you bitch.
Okay.
Well, she is.
Oh, yeah, right. Okay, we just watched the new Chris Rock Saw trailer. So there's a new Saw movie, and the story's done by Chris Rock. It's directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, who has done a lot of films in the horror genre, including
anything.
Saw 2, Saw 3, and Saw 4. And the official title, so we got the trailer, but then we also got the title, and the title is Spiral from the Book of Saw.
Right.
What do you guys
Is
think?
this a prequel?
I have no idea.
Because it looks like they're like 70s cops.
Yeah.
But they also said something that made it seem like the new, like, I guess, Jigsaw in it was, like, copying his style and is going after
so I don't
cops
know
this
what-
time.
Yeah, I don't know what. So there's way less saws in this?
I didn't see... Oh, no,
I saw
did-
no saws.
I saw...
But Chris Rock had a
Hacksaw?
saw.
Hacksaw.
There's one hacksaw.
Should be
Yeah.
called Hacksaw then. It's not Jigsaw, it's just Jig Hacksaw. Jig Hacksaw. Jig Hacksaw.
Do you not watch the Saw movies?
No, I never.
Oh, okay, there we
I'm out
go.
of the loop.
Have you?
I have no opinion.
I've seen some of them.
Oh, okay.
Do you think
I
this
mean,
is
I
good?
wouldn't know enough to say, oh, like, to tell where this is in the old timeline. But
Sure. Yeah.
Is this getting picked up, you think?
No.
Or was just
it's some more of that.
Licking my
It's
hand.
some more of that sound stuff. Where,
yeah, I was gonna say
ASMR.
Yeah,
It's all
that's-
that-
always forget the.
long lapping.
Always forget what all of them are.
Okay, so this is written by Josh Stolberg, who wrote Jigsaw and Piranha 3D.
Oh, Piranha 3D.
Yeah.
Is
and
it
then
Piranha
his-
3 and it's also 3D, or is it just Piranha 3D like it's Piranha 1 but it's in 3D?
No, it's
I think
Piranha
it's the
1
third-
3D,
yeah.
Piranha 2 3D, Piranha 3 3D.
Oh, so it's Piranha 9.
That's like
Piranha
F9.
squared.
Is F9 just fast,
Piranha
fast,
3
fast,
squared.
fast, fast, fast?
Yeah. F9's what is F9 on the keyboard?
Fuck
It's not refresh, is it? That's F5?
It's not anything.
If the NBA subreddits taught me anything, I think it's F5. Trade deadline, baby. What do?
What did
Get out of here.
So
Perfect. There's something in the couch and she's trying to get it. It's probably a fizzy cracker. Get out of here. This is gonna be a problem. Alright, we're good.
Okay, so this has Chris Rock and Samuel Jackson and Max Minghella.
Who's that?
That was the guy who was in the,
that was the other
car with him.
That was a young cop.
This almost looks like Seven. The way that, like...
oh, yeah, the way it's set up. Yeah. Wow.
And it's the fact that you don't see his, like, partner there in, like, the rest of the trailer.
Probably dies.
Makes me think he dies probably pretty early. Oh, no, you see him when they investigate the truck.
Oh, sure.
But that's it.
Right.
I don't know. It looked interesting.
It looks interesting. Chris Rock looks old as fuck in this.
Yeah. I wonder if he's gonna...
But I'm actually happy that he kind of looks older because he looks more believable as like
totally.
a police officer. Because like if he was still like young Chris Rock, you just see him and like probably want to laugh and not take him seriously.
Yeah. He looks disheveled.
Yes. Yeah.
He looks like...
He look like Fame got him a little bit.
Do you think...
A lot of cocaine.
Yeah. Do you think he's gonna start doing...
Like Adam Sandler type
Yeah,
stuff?
like movies like this?
Maybe Adam Sandler inspired him. They're like best friends, aren't they? So like... Did you see that thing about Adam Sandler that he said that if he didn't get nominated for anything, he would make the worst movie of all time?
Yeah, and then he signed like a
huge deal with Netflix.
$275 million deal with... Well, it wasn't him. It was like his production company.
Yeah.
Still.
What is his production company?
I don't remember what it's called. I just wrote down that it was his company.
If what's his face? Who's the dude from Star Wars? That bad robot?
J.J. Abrams?
J.J. Abrams' bad robot is Adam Sandler Jewish robot.
Isn't J.J. Abrams Jewish too?
Don't know. Didn't want to assume.
I think he is. No, I think he actually is.
Who's to know?
We could look.
Hey Google. Is J.J. Abrams Jewish? It's unclear. It lit up like it heard me. My phone lit up and then it never answered.
So the synopsis for this says, working in the shadow of esteemed police veteran, played by Samuel L. Jackson, brash detective Zeke Banks, played by Chris Rock, and his rookie partner Max Minghella take charge of a grisly investigation into murders that are eerily reminiscent? Yes, there we go.
Yeah.
Just needed my help.
Of the city's gruesome past, unwittingly trapped in
it's a sequel.
deepening mystery. Zeke finds himself at the center of the killer's morbid game. Yeah, so it sounds like a sequel then.
Yeah.
So it's coming out May 15th, which is wild. That's not that, like, it literally, like, all this news came out that he had...
No, I knew he was like working on this. I knew that he was working on it a couple months ago.
But like, did you hear like the story about him? How he even like came into it?
No.
He was at like a friend's wedding, and his friend introduced him to the head of Lionsgate, who's putting out the movie and has done all the Saw movies. And he went, "What does Lionsgate do?" And he goes, "Oh, Saw movies." And then he like went and talked to him about Saw, and literally like that's how this happened.
That's cool.
Because he's responsible for the story. He didn't write it, but he's then he's an
so
EP.
he might have pitched something to them, and then they went with it.
Which is hilarious.
That's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. It looked interesting.
Yeah, it does.
It
looks different.
Yeah,
I think that's. I've never watched any of the Saw movies. I don't have any plans to, but like this looks different enough. Oh god.
Well, this one seems like there's like more of a story. Like the later ones, like the story gets kind of all like weird.
Sure.
And the order of how they are all kind of messed up. I think.
Right.
Not as just simple as like.
How many Saw movies are there? Hey Google. How many Saw movies are there?
I think there's 8.
Oh, is there that many?
8 or something.
Saw includes Saw, Saw 2, Saw 3, and other films.
Oh.
It was like, there's 8. I thought it legit was going to go through Saw 2.
Oh,
Saw
there
3,
was 8.
Saw 4, Saw 5,
nailed that.
Saw 6, Saw 7, and Saw 8. It's almost as long as running as F9.
Oh my god.
Speaking of which, we saw the first trailer for F9, the newest entry in the Fast and Furious franchise.
Fast and no longer fast, but definitely furious.
Directed by Justin Lin, who did Fast and Furious, Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6, and Star Trek Beyond.
And Aquaman.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah. No, wait, that's James Wan. Sorry, Jeremy. This is Jared. What was his name? Jared.
Justin Lin.
Oh, sorry. Oh no. Oh no. It's a good thing we sound the same.
That wasn't me.
Pat, that is grossly racist.
Grossly racist.
But yeah.
So this is written by David Casey. Daniel Casey.
Sorry, go ahead. I don't want to mix this up again.
Starring all the like regular cast, but then
The boys.
Yeah,
The squad.
The squad. Vin Diesel's squad.
and then John Cena, Sung Kang, and Charlize Theron. So Sung Kang is Han? I haven't seen enough of these movies, like any of the early ones, really.
Yeah, I haven't either.
What do you mean? Not even the not even the original
I don't think
one?
I
The
saw-
OG.
I saw the first one, but I don't think I saw Tokyo Drift.
Sung Kang is
The Tokyo Drift was kind of weird.
because
Like
it's
out of the
set-
trilogy,
it's
it's like different, and then it connects them later because you find out like Han was rolling with Vin Diesel, which sort of set up like where it is now. So it's
okay.
like Tokyo Drifts. I think is like way later in the future
Weird.
or something. Well, I don't fucking know at this time. Like, who the hell knows what's going on in these? Like, it used to be about street racing, and now it's fucking like they're fucking secret agents and stuff. Like, what's going on?
Andrew, what are you looking up?
I was looking at what else he's done, but yeah, you're right. You read out all of them, and I was thinking James Wan. Justin Lin is not who I was thinking at all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Tokyo Drift is like set in like a different timeline too. It's like it's the second movie, but it's not in chronological order as the second.
That's
No, I think Tokyo Drift's the third one they made.
Sorry, yeah, but it's
Or
not.
something,
It's
yeah.
not. I gotta look it up because as far as I know, it's not the second movie,
And even the
third movie. Sorry.
Even the second one's in a weird correlation with the timeline as well, because it's like it's way after Brian was a cop. And then, like, where this whole madness unfolds with like them on the run and
Right.
stuff is when Brian just stopped being a cop. So it's weird in the timeline. But I guess it made it weirder now because he's dead. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Okay,
R.I.P.
here.
Brian Connor.
Okay, Fast and Furious timeline. Ooh, Polygon. Polygon spent time to do this. To look through 8 movies.
someone got paid to do
Oh
it.
my god. Okay, here we go. Fast and Furious
Nice.
1. Good.
Yeah.
Fast and Furious 2.
Oh, it is after.
Yeah. Los Bandoleros, which is the 5th one. But, so that one came out in 2009.
Okay.
Tokyo Drift came out in 2006.
Okay.
So, already we're weird. And then it's Fast and Furious. Just Fast and Furious.
What?
Yep.
There's
And then
the first one's The Fast and the Furious, and this
Yeah.
one's Fast and Furious, I think.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
It's
Yeah.
The Fast and
No, I'm
the
serious.
Furious.
And then Fast and Furious.
So it's
Yeah.
The Fast and the Furious
It's
is the first one.
Yeah.
And then it's Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah.
And
I
then
swear
it's
that one
Los
was later,
Bandoleros. And then it's Fast and Furious. Fast 5. Fast and Furious 6. What the fuck? Oh, here we go. Tokyo Drift. So it's like the 8th. No,
Where-
6th.
Where does the Fast and the Furious presents Hobbs and Shaw?
It's like not connected like at all.
Yeah, that one's like an origin.
Did you see it? Have you seen it, Matt?
No,
Have
I
you seen
haven't
Hobbs and Shaw? Pat and I saw.
Did you guys watch it?
Yeah.
Was-
Saw it
We
in
reviewed it.
theaters.
Did you guys just
Yeah.
Did you guys just watch The Rock just kick
Oh my
ass?
god, it's
With
such
all
a
that
weird
Samoan
movie because
brothers and stuff too, isn't it?
yeah,
Oh,
it's such
phenomenal.
a cheesy movie. Well, I mean, all these are, but like
Love it.
one of the things we talked about, I think, in that episode is that like in those movies, The Rock and Vin Diesel have this thing in their contract where like if say like if you're The Rock and I'm Vin Diesel, if you throw me through a wall, in my contract, I'm contractually obligated to throw you through a wall, so it's even. You can't
they
get
don't
any
like
more
They
than
don't like each other.
no, they don't like each other. So
But it's
whatever
like-
one does, the other has to
Yeah.
do back.
Yeah.
So like through the entire movie, it's him just like he'll get beaten and then he'll get up like 2 seconds later and beat him down, and then be like all out of breath or something, and then he would get.
Well, that's- it must-
no fights end with a winner. It's always ended by an environmental.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like the
intervention or
one,
something like that.
I can't remember which one it was. That was the last one I've actually seen, but I think it's the first one where the Rock is in it when the Rock's hunting them down.
Yeah,
And I remember the fight scene in it is it's literally like Vin Diesel's beating the crap out of the Rock. Then all of a sudden the Rock does something and then beats the crap out of Vin Diesel for a while, and then something happens that the fight gets separated. But no one never beats the other person.
yeah, and so apparently that's like part of their contract.
That's
Just so stupid.
that makes no sense.
Doesn't.
I mean, come on, Vin Diesel, let the Rock have it. He's kind of the man.
He is literally so much bigger than you.
Yeah.
I was gonna look to how tall they both are because, like,
Ooh.
in that trailer,
Well, because he's
John
like
Cena's
at
like
eye
standing.
level.
But John
Yeah.
Cena's not very tall, though.
John Cena height
I'm gonna,
1.84 meters.
okay. I'm gonna guess he's like 6 foot.
No, I'm pretty sure that's taller than me.
No, but the Rock's like 6'3", 6'4", I'm pretty sure.
But how
isn't he?
tall is Vin Diesel?
Oh, he's not that tall, I don't think. I think he's like...
He's gotta be little, right?
He's maybe the same size as John Cena.
6 foot. So
Is John Cena.
John Cena is 6 foot.
Okay.
Here we go.
Vin Diesel.
I'm
Vin Diesel
actually
might be
so excited.
Serious, boys?
I'm saying 5'11".
I'm gonna say 5'8".
No,
yeah,
I
I'm
think
saying
he's taller
he's
than
really
me.
short.
I'll say 5'9" then. I'll Price is Right to you.
Thanks, man.
Okay, here we go. He's 5'11".
Ooh.
Thank you, boys.
That was actually so funny.
Thank you,
They
boys.
made him so much. They made him. He's an inch shorter, and they made him stand like eye to
Yeah.
eye.
Maybe they like had him laying down all day.
So he like
His like
lengthens
back
out.
straight.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
That's a gated inch.
yeah.
he's got a little lift in his shoes.
Just
Just a slight one, you know?
Okay. Anybody else have anything? Oh, that comes out May 22nd.
Yeah.
So it's like relatively soon as well.
Yeah.
Knives Out sequel is officially a go as Lionsgate hints at possible franchise tag.
yeah,
That's interesting.
and it's gonna be Benoit Blanc,
Yeah.
which is sick.
So Ryan Johnson, there was like an interview with him about how much fun he had with Daniel Craig.
Yeah,
And he's like, yeah, we're just like going to keep going with it.
that's sick.
That's
It's
so
probably
cool.
so refreshing for him after doing like James Bond and shit.
Oh yeah, a project that he has like full creative control
yeah,
over.
Yeah, exactly.
Isn't there a new James Bond coming out, too?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's his last one too,
Yeah.
Daniel Craig. So the two
He's
of
gonna
them
go
probably
from
were
James
like,
Bond to Benoit Blanc.
yeah.
Who's that?
That's the guy from Knives Out.
You didn't see Knives Out, did you? I think you might like it.
Detective.
I'll add it to my list. movies to watch. Knives Out.
Just go through our podcast order.
So
Yeah, pretty much.
apparently the movie only had a budget of $40 million, and it made over 300 worldwide.
Oh wow.
So like obviously they're gonna
Yeah.
put a franchise tag on it.
It's profitable.
Yeah.
As the kids say.
Huh?
Hella profits. That's what they say. The kids.
Profitos.
The econ
Hella
kids.
profitos.
The
The
econ.
econ kids.
Yeah, economics
Those
kids.
econ hood kids.
Yeah.
Oh man,
The streets,
you got hella
the
profits,
streets of interurban,
yo.
man. Streets of interurban, they're there.
I thought you said urban kids. I was like, I don't know if you can say that.
Sam Raimi is currently in talks to direct the new Doctor Strange movie after Scott Derrickson dropped out.
What a day. He's back. The big man.
So I was like looking up what he's done since. And so he did all the Spider-Mans in 2007. That was Spider-Man 3. And then he did Drag Me to Hell. Do you guys
Which
know
is
what that
Spider-Man 4.
Have you seen Drag Me to Hell?
I don't
Drag
think
Me
I've
to
seen it,
Hell.
but I think I remember what movie you're talking about.
I vaguely remember seeing like a trailer maybe once.
Yeah.
That was in 2009.
What is it?
I have no
I
idea.
don't know, and I wouldn't remember it enough to say anything about it. I just think, like, in my head, I can picture that movie. I just never seen it.
And then he did Oz the Great and Powerful in 2013.
Oh,
Is that the
Yes,
James
of course.
Franco movie?
Yes.
Yes,
you're
that's right. Yeah.
James Franco and what's her face that's married to Ashton Kutcher.
Mila Kunis.
Mila
Yes.
Kunis,
yeah.
Oh,
So
Drag Me
I'm
to Hell.
on fire
Actually,
today, boys.
Drag Me to Hell has 92%.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
It won the MTV Movie Award for Most Frightened Performance.
Ooh. What?
So there you go.
Who's in it?
English, Spanish. No, wait, that's language. Little joke for you, fellas.
Who's in it? English, Spanish.
Justin Long.
Oh, our boy.
Boy, Justin Long. Yeah.
Were we talking about him the other day?
Yeah, that was us.
Accepted, wasn't it? That's what we were talking about.
Accepted.
Oh, that
Another
movie's great.
Great movie.
Isn't that the one with Jonah Hill in it?
Jonah Hill is also
Hill's
makes
in
an
it,
appearance, yeah.
Ask me about my wiener.
No.
Well, that's what people say in the movie.
Oh, yeah.
What movie?
Yeah, what movie? Yeah. What do you mean?
Oh.
No. Now he gets it.
Yeah. Oh, I just wrote down here Adam Sandler thing. Well, I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Adam Sandler. He's back. He's making
crap movies.
He's going back to his roots.
I was watching
where he started.
I was watching when he was on Jimmy Kimmel, like doing the promotion for Uncut Gems, and Kevin Garnett came on with him.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's like, "Oh, is Kevin James gonna be mad that now you have a new best friend
named Kevin?"
And he goes, "Yeah, we ball all the time."
That's funny.
I like the idea of the two of them being friends. He's like, "You're really good in this. Did you know that?" And he's like, "I was just myself."
Yeah.
And that's all he said.
Which is
like,
funny because Kevin Garnett, a real weirdo.
Yeah.
Anything is possible. He screamed. What? I wasn't going to do it here. I didn't want to scream into the mic. You don't remember that when he won the championship and he just yelled in center court, "Anything is possible."
I mean, I can picture it now. No, that's KG. Now I can picture it, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll insert it in the edit.
Oh, should we pause? Yeah, that was a funny. That was a great clip you added, Patrick. Really funny stuff.
I'm just gonna insert you saying it.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Everybody have a go.
Or just anytime there's a pause, you just voice over that.
Now it just every time I say it, it sounds like it's been added in post. Everything is possible.
You're doing a good job of not.
I'm really trying.
Because the keyboard's very far away.
Oh, nice little dangly feet over here.
Just a few
Your
last.
feet are in the way.
Oh, sorry. Wow.
Last thing here is David Fincher's Citizen Kane writer biopic, that Mank.
Yeah.
It already completed filming.
I saw this, and it was like, I hadn't seen anything about it, and I saw that thing. It was like I learned about this movie and that it finished filming.
Yeah. It was like and what's weird too is like David Fincher hasn't done anything in like 6 years.
Oh wow.
Except for any movie. He did a bunch of Mindhunter episodes, and he was like the EP on that too.
Yeah.
But his last movie was
I thought he
Gone
was also
Girl.
involved in. Sorry.
Oh, Love, Death, and Robots. Yeah. But this is going to premiere on Netflix. It's the writer of this movie is his dad, who passed away.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Not that his dad passed away, but you know.
Damn. Shit.
Whoa.
That's cool.
That's cool. Well, you know what they say.
What?
Dead people are cold. Fuck. I felt bad about that one. So I was like,
damn.
Shit. Some weird episode.
So yeah, the screenwriter. Well, you're not letting me like.
No,
read
I was
this
laughing
out.
at Matt. Matt's laughing silently. It sounds weird when I start laughing.
He's chuckling. So this is about fuck it, who cares? Herman J. Mankiewicz, the co-writer of the Citizen Kane, and I guess the part of it that the movie's about is there's a huge dispute between him and Orson Welles, who wrote and directed Citizen Kane, regarding the screen credits. Mankiewicz claimed that Welles had offered him a bonus of $10,000 if he would allow Welles to take full credit of the screenplay. Eventually, the Screenwriters Guild disagreed and like canceled the joint credit anyway.
Oh,
They disagreed about Orson Welles paying him for full credit, and they put Mankiewicz's name first on the poster instead, which pissed off Orson Welles. So Gary Oldman is in this. He plays Mank. Tom Burke, Lily Collins, and Amanda Seyfried is also in it.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
What's his name, sorry?
Herman J. Mankiewicz.
It sounds like the most, like, 30s, 40s name somebody couldn't make up.
Herman.
And just
having a middle name, initial.
Yeah, just an initial, and then something, like, Ukrainian.
Like a ski or a witch at the end.
Yeah. Witch or witch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much it for movies. There was like a couple of little things that Joel Cohen Macbeth movie for A24
right
has finally like getting full cast.
Right. So
Denzel Washington is playing Macbeth.
Sick.
And then Frances McDormand is going to play Lady Macbeth.
Oh, sick.
And Brendan Gleeson, Corey Hawkins, and who else is in this? Harry Melling and Ralph Inson are all in it as well.
Cool.
So Corey Hawkins was in Black Klansman, Kong Skull Island, and he played Dr. Dre in Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool.
And Harry Melling played Dudley Dursley in Harry Potter. He was in Lost City of Z and The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. Pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm into that. I like that Denzel is Macbeth. That's sick.
Yeah, that is sick. And Frances McDormand.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's great, but
yeah.
I was more like, holy shit, like Denzel.
Okay, do you guys want to talk about the movie? So Uncut Gems, directed by Josh and Benny Safdie, written by Josh and Benny Safdie and Ronald Bernstein, who has done pretty much all of like the Safdie brothers. So Ronald Bernstein has pretty much done like all of their stuff since their first feature in 2009 called Daddy Longlegs. So this is starring Adam Sandler, Lakeith Stanfield, Julia Fox, Kevin Garnett, Idina Menzel, and Eric Bogosian. Also featuring Judd Hirsch, Mike Francesca, and The Weeknd.
Yeah.
What'd you guys think of the cinematography? Just quickly.
That was sick.
Yeah, I liked it.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah. So that's the guy that has done. His name's Darius Kanji, and he's done like Seven and Panic Room and Lost City of Z.
It's it looks a lot like Panic Room. I don't see Lost City of Z at all, but that movie is a little bit different.
It's all outdoors too, pretty much.
Yeah, and I don't think it has the same effects on it either. Like I think Panic Room, there's some of the zooms that they do, like even the initial zoom into the opal.
Yes,
is and out of his colon. Is very like there's scenes in Panic Room that are like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see Lost City of Z. I really liked it. I think that I love that look. Like the whole movie is a lot like that. And from what I've seen of Good Time.
Okay, so let's get into it.
Okay.
Well, because I was going to continue reading, but I'll just read afterwards. What did you guys think of it?
I really liked
broad
it.
strokes. Yeah,
I loved it. I really liked it.
Nice.
I think. Go ahead.
I think it lived up to all the hype.
Yeah,
like people were hyping it a lot, and after watching it, I was like, "Yeah, that matched."
Yeah,
what I was expecting.
I totally agree. I think like everything that I thought it was gonna be, it was that. Like everything about it being sort of cringe, like you sort of feel like a little like annoyed at him the whole time, and you're sort of like feeling cringy because he just keeps digging himself holes, and you're like, "Why are you doing that?" Everything that I read about that was in this.
Yeah.
And it was like exactly how I expected it to be.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, I think it lived up to the hype for sure.
Well, it's intense. Like it sort of goes up in intensity pretty much right from the beginning because like the first scene is that guy's fucking leg. The bone is just sticking out straight out of his leg, and they're like carrying him out, and it's like, what the fuck
But that's
is happening?
the most gruesome thing.
Yeah, but it sort of like takes you to that height, and then it just keeps it there the entire movie. It's insane.
How much do you think the black opal was actually worth?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because he is a liar.
Yes.
And
But I think he can't be that far off.
I don't think he was that
Like,
far
I
off.
think
I
it-
think when he found out it was like 200 grand was the max, he was like legitimately surprised.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't think it was $1 million. I think he was blowing smoke up people's ass when he was
Because he paid $100,000 for it, and I think he just wanted more than that back.
Yeah.
So then he jumped up.
I think it was probably 500 grand. I think he could.
Yeah.
But like, you just don't know because of how much of an asshole he is through the entire thing, and he's constantly like overselling shit.
Yeah.
And yeah. Also, I thought Lakeith Stanfield had way more of a role in this than I anticipated.
I think even what's
and Kevin Garnett.
yeah, both of them are in it way more like than the trailer sort of.
I thought they were gonna
alludes
have a
to.
cameo, and that was it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Kind of like what The Weeknd that ended up being.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna be in it very much,
Mhm.
like the same, but like he was in it, like barely. He was
He was in it enough
sang.
that he needed to be in it.
Yes, exactly. It wasn't like it didn't distract from it. Like you were like, okay, they're at a party where The Weeknd's playing some intimate show. He's doing blow in the back, and that's it.
Yeah,
but it still moves the story forward too because of him being in it. The girlfriend potentially like cheats on Adam Sandler's character. What's his name again?
Oh.
Shit.
I almost said Harry, but it's not Harry.
Mm.
Oh,
Is it Ronnie?
Something Ratner.
Howard.
Howard, yeah. Oh, yeah, because it's Howie. Right there.
Howie, yeah.
That's
Howie
Howie.
Ryder.
Howie. Yeah.
Potentially cheats on him with The Weeknd, and that kind of spirals things. So
Yeah.
Which is another, like, curveball it throws on, like, the main character, because it's like, you're already stressed enough with him, like,
Yeah.
with all these bets that are out of
Yeah.
control, all these debts that he owes.
Yeah.
But he keeps making the bets, and then it's like, okay, well, at least he's somewhat happy because he has, like, his girlfriend, and then he, like, has his 2 kids. Is it 2 kids or just 1 kid?
I think he has 3 kids altogether.
Right. So it's like, and then she cheats on him or not. It like spirals, and it's just another thing. You're like, fuck, there's something bad's gonna happen. But the whole time I'm waiting to watch him, being like, he's gonna do something bad to himself.
That's exactly
or something.
The whole thing is set up where it's like he does one bad thing, and then he tries to correct it, and he does. But then he doesn't learn anything. He just does another bad thing, or he'll like double up. He'll do 2 bad things, just to cover up that one.
Even when he's in the club, like he's trying to get the opal back from Lakeith Stanfield, who doesn't have it. So he like pushes him, and then you're like, okay, well he's gonna start shit in here.
Yeah.
And then it seems like he kind of calms down, but then he like sees the girlfriend in there, and it was just like he always doubles down.
Yeah. Every single time. And, like, with that one, he, like, ruins the relationship with Keith, and then, like, just ruins it with the girlfriend, and then he's all alone, and then he's, like, trying to figure out everything. The bit with, where he goes to the apartment, and the kid's like, I gotta shit. And he's like, I was like, oh, fuck, like, he's gonna go up there and see something.
And even that scene, you're sort of, like, still stressed out, like, the whole time.
Yeah.
Because...
Well, that scene you find out that, like, obviously... the ex-wife knows about the mistress because that's, I think, what broke him up is he cheated or something. Yeah. But you can tell that the kids obviously don't know, and him and that looks like his oldest kid seem like they're very close because he's the same as his dad, as in he bets on sports and everything. Yeah. So I think he was worried about going up there and the girl still being in the apartment. Yeah. So he was just like, "Oh, you can't come in the apartment." But then the kid finds out anyway that there's a girl.
But
that was so bad. It was like,
sorry, go ahead.
He like keeps him out of it, goes through all the lengths of like introducing himself to one of his neighbors who he's never talked to. Yeah. Just so his kid doesn't go into his room. And it still comes out and he still knows.
But like the thing is, like, it's such a mundane thing.
Yeah.
And they still make it sort of like you still sweat through that entire scene.
Oh yeah.
But like, what's the worst that happens? Like, they all know. Mm-hmm. Like, they know that he has an apartment that's not there, that they haven't told the kids that they're getting divorced, but it sounds like they might know. So, like, it's such a nothing thing, but they still make it so, like you're still sort of, like, cringing at the fact that it might happen or something like that. It's.
But, like, what you were saying, like, the whole time, like, I wasn't that worried about the kid seeing the girl or something like that, or the kid finding out that there was the girlfriend there. It was going to be him going in the apartment and, like you said, something was going to be happening.
Yes,
like,
exactly.
He finds her there, like, overdosed or something. Yeah. He finds her there, and as she's done something to herself, or like doing something with someone else. Like that's more what I was expecting.
And then after all of it, like there's nothing there. That's just so weird.
In fact, it goes well. Like he goes to sign, all of her stuff's gone, and she's like written a little note for him.
Yeah,
it's like okay.
But even good. And then before, when this is like really early, but when she's in like lingerie and he's pretending that he isn't there yet, that entire scene is so like uncomfortable because you keep expecting her to have somebody else there.
Yes, I was thinking that the whole time.
That's just like honestly just how this movie goes. Like I think that sums it up so well. Is that like you're constantly on the edge of your seat,
and you're constantly expecting the worst possible thing to happen.
And at that point, though, you have no reason to because it's so early in the movie too. Yeah. But that's how
it trains you to think that too, through the entire movie.
Exactly.
Like they keep setting it up so they want something bad to happen, but then nothing bad happens, and then next scene something bad does happen. Like they just
they amp you up.
Yeah, they keep giving you the little taste of it, pulling it away, but then like throwing the whole thing on you, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But do you guys feel sorry for him at all?
No.
Oh, interesting.
I don't, because I think that he has more than a handful of opportunities to sort of like set himself straight and take the money and pay off debts and sort of be like, hey, I'm good, like I'm finally safe or something like that. But every chance he gets, he just fucks it. Mm-hmm. He absolutely fucks it like every single time. And like even with the bit where KG's betting on the opal, you're like, any money that he gets here is good enough. But he still gets this other guy to like bet against him, and it fucking backfires again.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like every chance he gets to like settle it, he just like doesn't, and he fucks it over. He makes
the wrong decision or he lies about it.
Right.
Like even the end, which that whole end sequence where he finally comes into like the store and he like the ex-girlfriend then comes in with him and she's like trying to like make up things and it does seem like, and that's the thing, there's like sprinkled throughout the movie are people that genuinely care about him.
Yeah.
Like actually like him.
Yeah.
And every single time he like kind of just blows them off or whatever.
So like there's the one pawn shop guy asks how he's doing because he looks
like
beat
multiple
up and
times. He's like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I promise."
And even them, they take like pity on him. There's that other the two weirdo guys that are following him around, like seem nicer about everything.
He was just mad that he got like a shitty Rolex.
Yeah. So like there, and then the girlfriend, the wife hates him.
Yeah.
But even the family, like, what's his face, Gooey and stuff?
Yeah, the stepdad, or sorry, not the stepdad, the father-in-law, like, likes him and wants to hang out with him and wants to be around him.
Actually, like, hates the other guy.
Yeah.
But, like, really likes him.
Yeah.
It's this weird dynamic. But you're right, like, I didn't think about that as he really just takes advantage of people.
So I wonder if that's the point, then, is to have all these guys or people around that makes it seem like he has friends or something, but it really just is an example of him using people, like literally everybody in his life, like Gooey, for example, like when he finally comes to see the show or whatever, like to meet Kevin Garnett with like the brother or
I don't know,
the son or something,
weird guy,
and he's like, "What are you doing? Like this wasn't about me. This wasn't about us. Like you made it all of a sudden. You're asking for too much."
Yeah, exactly. He just like casually invited them, and then he's like, "Oh yeah, by the way,
I can use him."
Yeah,
but like that last scene where he's in the office and the guys come in, and then Kevin Garnett is like gives him the money, and then he gives him the opal, and I was like, "Okay, it's done. He's gotten the money." Because how much money is it that he borrows from Arno? Isn't it like only
$200,000?
Yeah, so like he got almost all of it. And then he's like, "Oh no, let's bet on it." It's like, fuck me. Yeah. Like, are you serious?
Yeah.
As soon as he did that, and it's like how he delivers that line too, he's like, "Let's bet." I was like, "No."
Yeah, he doesn't learn his lesson at all.
No, not at all.
There was the bit after he like does bet it all, and like when he does get shot, like what happens to the girl.
Yeah.
It showed the girl get the money, and then she just drove off.
I know, but that's what I mean is that, like, I was expecting something else to happen, like them to get her.
Who's the real winner? The sugar baby. That's the winner.
She really does get away with everything. She gets all the money.
Well,
but she, like, legitimately, like, she
doesn't seem to know.
No, she doesn't know.
Yeah.
But she does, like, make it up to him. Like, she does try to, like, get on his good side and do things for him and stuff like that. And eventually she walks out with, like, over $1 million or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, like, do you guys think she is a bad character? Because she does, like, you got to think about it, like, she met him when he was married.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
basically
you're right.
broke up the marriage.
Yeah.
Then, like, as you could see, like, he was a workaholic,
Mm-hmm.
and she didn't really do a whole lot.
Yeah.
She cheats on him.
Yeah.
And then tries to make it up to him, and then again helps him win this money. But at the end of the day, she gets the money.
Yeah.
There was also the bit where she talks about, like, you knew the type of work I did or something like that.
Yeah.
But they don't really expand on what that is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something to do with making sales. Maybe she's a drug dealer or something like that.
No, I kind of thought maybe it was
She was like,
closer to, like, what Lakeith Stanfield's job is.
So she's like a
he
broker or
brings
something.
in, yeah, kind of. So he brings in sales. So I think that she also brings in sales.
Sure.
But just does it in a different way. Like Lakeith Stanfield's is like, oh, well, let's get a drink. Let's talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Where she was like, do you want to go to the bathroom?
Yeah, sure. And talk a guy into it and then be like, hey, you should get this watch or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's more what it is.
Sure.
But I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know if she's a good character.
Because, like, I watched it and, like, I never, like, oh, I hate that character.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, you're right.
But she does, but in the whole movie, she does maybe one good thing in the whole movie, but you don't dislike her as a character.
No.
I guess so. I think maybe I'm just ended up being indifferent to her.
Sure.
Yeah,
like,
but, like,
she
you don't
does
have an
some
opinion.
stuff. No,
you don't really have an
yeah.
opinion, but, like,
You're
the
right,
bad outweighs the good. But you're just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's not like him. Sorry, do you think he's a bad character?
Well, I mean, I felt bad for him when he got shot at the end because he finally won. He won the big one. And you would think that maybe he wins the big one and then, like, he pays off all his debts because he has like $1.5 million or something.
Yeah, it's something
like
that.
He won
something
big,
wild like that.
Pays off all his debts. He probably still has about $700,000 left.
Mm-hmm.
And then him and the girl go away and he just gets everything planned and they live their life. But like you guys said, now you guys got me thinking. It's like every time he wins, he just bets.
Down.
He just bets again.
So chances are he would have just put that money.
Yeah, and then it's like, okay, they would have come after him harder, and he probably eventually would have died.
Yeah, I think it was
inevitable.
inevitable.
But
I think
also,
it's surprising that Arno dies, though.
I feel bad for Arno because he's just trying to get his money. He's getting fucked over by Howard.
Yeah,
like he's chasing him down constantly,
and he hires these goons that kind of like fuck him up to begin with, and then it's him that tells them to take his clothes and shit.
Yeah,
like it wasn't the other guy.
Yeah,
but it was the other guy eventually that does shoot him.
Yeah, just because he's like pissed about the whole situation.
Yeah,
he doesn't even seem to care that they've just made all the money.
He shoots
back.
Arno.
Yeah,
so like
but I was gonna say, we were just talking about like the girlfriend and him and everything. Howard tries to get back with the wife
only after
he's like split up with her.
Well, I think it's
so he's like, okay, I'm gonna get back.
It's like his rock. He like has hit rock bottom, and he just like knows. Oh, I could maybe manipulate her again.
Yeah.
She'll take me back. I'm just back in this happy family and I'm fine.
Another like shitty decision that he makes because he tries to get back with her. He makes a big thing about going to the apartment with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then just for him to like change his mind when she comes into the office.
Yeah. And I think like that's what this movie does so well is like for every good thing he potentially does, you're reminded of why he's doing it because he is kind of a scumbag and slimeball where he always has some ulterior motive.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's always a reason that he's trying to get with somebody or trying to do something good for somebody because he knows that in the long run it's going to benefit him in some way. But yeah, he is such a scumbag in this movie. And
there's even like the little things that he does. Like there's a bit where he's like helping Gooey into like the car, and like gets into the car, shuts the door, and then like the driver is still standing outside, and he starts like yelling at him to get into the car, or he's like yelling at the staff inside like the hotel or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like he's just constantly, and that's like the smallest
He's just
stuff.
constantly elevated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He did you? For me, like I forgot it was Adam Sandler.
Mm-hmm.
I think like somebody asked me about it before, and I said like, well, I actually kind of forget that it's him because you kind of get because he's got the goofy teeth, he's got like different hair, glasses, like and he's got like a different posture that you kind of forget that it's him after a few minutes.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that they do a good job of that, of just like, no, it's just, I mean, he does a great job doing that where it's just him acting. You're not thinking about like whatever movies he's done before, right. But that's like the sign, I think, of a good dramatic actor then.
Yes, definitely.
Where you're not sort of painting him. Like, if you were to see Heath Ledger later, you'd be like, that's the guy that did Brokeback Mountain, or that's the guy that did Joker or something. Mm-hmm. It's like, no, it's just an actor. He's playing now a different character. Yeah.
Cool.
So what'd you guys think of aesthetically of the movie?
I thought it was cool. I think it does a good job of like, it's in New York, obviously, but like, it keeps it pretty tight. You know, like you don't feel like it's this huge world. You do feel like it's kind of like like you have the shop and you have a few other places, but it doesn't really feel like it's a huge expanding, like they're all over the place type thing. Outside of when they go to Mohegan Sun, but like, I think other than that, it does feel very close together because he's never really traveling all that far at a time. And when they do, they make a point of saying how far it is. Like when he goes to Boston, he's like, oh, it's like 9 hours or something like that. Mm-hmm. So like they do sort of say like, well, it's like it just kind of feels. It feels very anxious. It's not necessarily like compact. That's not necessarily like aesthetic, but I think it does kind of tie into it like a little bit.
Because everything's just, it almost seems like it makes it greasier. Does that make sense? Like it's almost grimier because you can actually see that kind of, because of how close it is. Sure, it's not like this big broad picture of New York or something. Yeah. Say if you were to watch like Spider-Man or something, right? Like he's going through the city, all you see are buildings. You don't really see people or anything. But this, it's so inside, it's so close up that you see people, you see, you know, the doors that people are going inside, this weird shops that people are going inside. Like even like he stops at a bus stop at one point, like he's texting and he stops at a bus stop, and it's weird that I like noticed the bus stop, I guess.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like, but that's how sort of that aesthetic is. It's very tight, anxious. It's very busy. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah. Apparently they didn't shut down any of the streets. No, they just kept everything going.
Well, it felt like I've never been to New York, but like that's what it felt like living in New York would be like.
Yes, totally.
It's like it's choppy, it's like actiony, but it all like flows nicely together. The chaos that is New York, if you're from New York, you just flow naturally with like the madness that is like New York traffic in New York. Like,
and I think it does capture that perfectly.
Yeah. Like when you get stuck legitimately in traffic.
Yes.
Yeah. And so like it just like everything kind of fits how like you said, like how you expect it to be and stuff like that. It plays into the story. So
but even like when they were in like inside the shop and stuff, like there's a lot of movies where like there's like a shop scene and it's kind of like a laid back shop scene, like nothing really happens, but like whenever they're in the shop, it seems like you're still drawn to what's going on in the shop. Yeah. There's like other customers in looking at stuff.
Exactly. Customers that are there have a purpose. Like everything's there for a reason, and you're sort of like drawn to different people that are there because they might have something to do with it, and they do. And you're right. And even that guy in the back, like there's so much like lead up or foreshadowing on some stuff too, like him fixing the door, and then eventually that leads to them trapping him in the door. Like that's just like a little stuff like that.
Yeah, cool. What'd you guys think of the music?
Very 80s.
Yes.
Yeah.
I quite liked it.
Yeah, I did too. It's just very Stranger Things to me.
Well, it's what's his name? One Point Never or whatever that guy's name is. But he's done like vaporwave stuff for a long time. He was
That's
sort of like
very
one of the
much like
first
sound it.
big vaporwave guys, and then he's been into like ambient stuff for a long time. So it was actually really cool that he was the composer for like the score, because it's quite interesting. I think you're right. It's very 80s. There's like a lot of sort of synthesizers and stuff.
Is what it is. So. Yeah, you're right.
It's cool. I liked it a lot.
I liked it a lot too.
I think it just added to it.
It fit, but it shouldn't. You know, like it works, but it doesn't seem like it should.
A movie about like Jewish,
but like
gems,
current time, or 2012 potentially.
Yeah, cool.
So what are you thinking? What do you give it?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the ratings.
To be honest, this is I think one of my new favorite movies.
Well, I don't remember what I gave 1917.
You gave it like a 6.5 out of 7, or a 7 out of 7.
I think this is a 7 out of 7 for me.
This is for sure. A 7 out of 7 for me. I think easily this is like one of my favorite movies recently. Like if we saw this, before we made our list, which is, I think we should do like a mini episode where we do like a review.
Because these two movies came out. Plus Parasite, which I haven't seen yet. But
I think this would be top 3, top 2, maybe
I think
first.
This would be first for me.
It's insane. Like,
first,
so
and then
good.
1917. What do you think?
I'm gonna give it a 6.5, only because I don't think there's such thing as like a perfect movie.
Sure.
You could probably nitpick and find something for this movie where you could deduct a half a point. But I'll agree this is the best movie I've seen in a while.
Yeah. For sure. 100%.
What do you give it?
Yeah, Emily, what do you think?
I fell asleep.
But that's nothing. Yeah, but that's not a shocker. She falls asleep all the time.
Of what you watch. It's not really your movie, though.
Huh?
It's not really your movie.
No, I was asleep.
So no score?
She gives it a solid thumbs. She gives it a solid thumbs up.
1 thumbs up.
Or thumb. Okay, 1 thumbs up.
Yeah.
Out of 2, so that's 50%.
Yeah.
Not good.
Okay. It's way longer than normal. That's a good sign.
I thought you didn't.
Hey, there we go.
I don't have to do it yet. I did.
All right. Yeah, cool. That was Twin Speaks, so Uncut Gems. I'm your main co-host, Pat. You can find me on Twitter at KidCombo_. Joined by Andrew at Andemonium and Matt at Matthew Hammonds.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, you've learned from the last time.
I was like trying to think of it before.
It's not hard. Andrew made fun of me about how simple my
Matthew Hammonds.
Yeah. How simple my Instagram is.
You said Uncut Gems, it reminded me that they literally explain Uncut Gem in the first it has to be 5 minutes. It's in the first it's right after the first scene.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, so that's why this is called Uncut Gems.
Black opal.
Yeah, which is uncut.
I was trying to make a uncut wiener joke last night to Georgia.
Oh, wow.
I was like, wait, do they circumcise? And she's like, yeah. I was like, damn.
Yeah, I've got an uncut gem right here.
All right, bye.